Chief of Defence Staff don't come as I can talk say people wey they say make military coup or make military come take over. Say them be evil people. Say Tinubu they try best make sure say we country they okay. Nigerians calling for coup over hardship under Tinubu government are evil, says Chief of Defence Staff. Musa, who said the armed forces will continue to protect the country's democracy, warned that the long arms of the law would soon catch up with the proponent of coup d'etat. The Chief of Defence Staff, General Christopher Musa, has warned people calling for a coup over the current economic hardship in the country. Musa, who said the armed forces will continue to protect the country's democracy, warned that the long arms of the law will soon catch up with the proponent of coup d'etat. While fielding questions from journalists when he inaugurated the main entrance of the 6th Division, Nigerian Army and Officers Transit Accommodation in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, the CDS admitted that the country was going through serious economic challenges. He, however, insisted that having the military coup in the country was not an option. He said the military would protect Nigeria's democracy, saying Nigerians want democracy and the country does better under democracy. He said the military will continue to support democracy, adding that the people calling for coup d'etat are even people who do not mean well for Nigeria. He wants such people to be very careful because the law will come after them. According to him, everybody goes through a trying period in life. You can see the government putting efforts to ensure that will come out better. And he says, when you go through difficulties and come out better, you will really appreciate what it is to build a nation, he said. Nigerian scenario on Wednesday crashed to a record low against the dollar on the official market. Sahara reporters learned that the naira now exchanged for 1,980 naira to a dollar on the parallel market and 1,780 naira on the official market as the swift decline continued amid the government clampdown on currency speculators. Meanwhile, there have been protests against hardship, rising inflation, and high cost of living in several parts of the country following some economic policies of President Bola Tinubu's administration, including the floating of naira and removal of fuel subsidy. Did they hear that? Did they hear what's in this up? Putting the citizenship into hardship is not evil. One day all of us will leave this world and render our accounts to God, our supreme leader. I don't know what's in the man they talk, or maybe they tell them and say, as soon as they now they suffer, maybe they think they're okay. I can see that citizens are seriously angry, but we must remember something, that cutting off the head can never be the solution to headache. May God let our leaders realize the mistake and make amends before it is too late. I also pray that Nigerians will end again. He is benefiting from the economic hardship. Exactly. For this man to come out and say this thing, it means say nothing to touch him. It means say the man there on soft, because you cannot be among those who this thing they prepare for body, and then at the end of the day, you know they do it in. And you know they can't support the government. Sorry, sir, old men like you cannot take over power, and we don't expect elements of corruption to ever agree to power shift. The young officer will do the needful when they're pushed to the limit. Nigeria will definitely get there if our politicians and the elite rescue with the popcorn. Okay, with corruption rather. Rescue with corruption is to get to a point where the people will back any action against the government if hunger, poverty, corruption, and abuse of power continues. All this time they're talking about their pocket. People do they see if you get where you go rich people go they choked. You go restrict their effort, go restrict a lot of things, and they'll come outside and be like, no, enough is enough. If the military were not part of them, we could have been experiencing war, not to talk of the coup. Be a man for once and do the right thing. My Christopher was a full talk. My guy don't collect him, share one love. This one still they collect Ghana must go. Instead of taking solution, we are talking of going after people, calling for way forward. Yes, so people will be saying they find as then we used to go forward. They come outside, it don't make sense. The current government took power through proxy, so we wish they can be dethroned by force so that we can breathe. Even this man, even though his men are even complaining, yes now. Things will fall into place in no distant time. Fingers crossed. When men in the military, there would be when men are in the military, there would have been military coup in Nigeria before now. What we have now are some group of people seeking for gratification and contracts from politicians in the name of military. Gone are the days. Okay. It is not for you to decide, because when it happens, you'll be kicked out of office. Our Jagaban 4+4 mandate, we shall all Pakistan, no room for complaint. You know the truth, of guy, I know say the reason I'm small. They don't say to you now, I don't blame you, you're very correct, sir. You spoke like a good and loyal officer to your boss. But the last time I checked, we hardly do loyal officers plan coup. The atmosphere always looks like coup is impossible until a few disgruntled officers take over media organizations. Instead of lecturing us on who is evil in the present state of a nation, look for how to speak. Kind words to the people, it doesn't cost a fortune. With all due respect, sir, Nigerians have every right to choose the kind of government they want. They are not stones or animals. They need to enjoy life like the politicians does too. Nobody deserves to endure until death. I am sure God did not create only us to come to earth to endure and suffer for another man's management. If coup is best solution to our current hardship in Nigeria, I believe that Nigerians will be happy for it. So you should advise the president that Nigerians were serious. Well, we don't already see how it go now. We see as everything you go. Coming out to come and deny it is something else. And coming out to say you're going to deal with people who, okay, now inside your pocket is the talk down one. Inside your pocket. The current government took power through proxy, so we wish, okay, I think I've said that before. Being part of the system should not overwhelm you while people are not feeding from hand to mouth and also facing threat from banditry. If it happens, it will come from totally unexpected quarters and may even be from Oga's tribe. Alright, if renewed hopeless President Tinubu will no end this mass hunger in the country, hunger itself will carry out the coup. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.